Hey there everyone, Laurel here with a little bit of a different video because I stumbled across a couple of tips and tricks in working with vellum that I thought I'd share with you. I thought you'd find it useful because it sure helped me. So today I've got some tips for coloring and adhering vellum. Vellum can be tricky to use because it's see-through, so that makes coloring it difficult and also adhering it difficult without the glue showing. So let's go ahead and dive in and I'll show you what I found along the way that worked for me. I'm going to be using the Mondo Hydrangea stamp set and coordinating die from Hutson, and I'm working with 40-pound vellum today, also from Hutson. It's my favorite vellum because it's the thickest vellum that I have found, and it's beautiful. So I am prepping my vellum with some anti-static powder tool. If you don't have a tool like this, you can use kitchen flour or baby powder, or even, I've been told, cornstarch, but I'll be honest, I have no idea what cornstarch is. I guess you use it for cooking or baking, whatever. Clearly I don't do those things, but you can use it because I don't want my embossing powder sticking everywhere. I'm using an anti-static tool that I bought, but try those other things if you don't have an anti-static tool. Sprinkling on some gold embossing powder from Hero Arts, and then I'm going to heat set it. Now, vellum is thinner. Most cardstocks that you work with are probably 80 pound. My vellum that I'm working with is 40 pound, and that's a thick vellum in the vellum world. So you want to make sure that your heat gun is good and hot. That's tip number one. And then keep it moving. That's tip number two. If you keep it hot and you keep it moving, then you're not going to have any problems melting that embossing powder without warping your vellum. So let's go ahead and start with coloring with the vellum. I have tried the markers. I've tried all that stuff. And I'm not getting a good seamless blend here, but this Nuvo embellishment mousse, I gotta tell you, rocked my world here. I'm going in with turquoise. You guys know I love me some turquoise. Using a rag here, you can use your finger if you want, and I'm just adhering some of that, not adhering, I am just slapping down the color. Just so easy. Make sure you're working on the back side of your vellum, by the way, and then just go ahead and just slap that color down. I did stamp a couple of flowers there. Ignore those, I'm not even using them today. So I've got turquoise here, and then I'm going to go in with the leaves, and I'm going to go in with the green color. Again, you can use your finger, rag, whatever you want to go ahead and put that color down. But I tell you, that's it. That's all there is to it. To get a beautiful, beautiful blended colored look on vellum, I was very surprised because this was almost too easy. You know what I'm saying? In the real world, when things come so easy, there's something wrong. But not the case here. It really worked like a charm. I'm going to go ahead and die cut these with the coordinating dies, and then I'm left with these beautiful colored vellum floral pieces here to use on my project. Look at that. Look at that. I would never have been able to achieve something so seamless with markers. Ever. I was so excited that worked out and that it was so easy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull together a very simple card design, as you can see here. I've got a turquoise card panel here. This is a metallic or a pearl metallic paint dabber. I think it's from Ranger. I'm just swiping it on this card panel here, and that's going to be my background. And now I'm going to share my next discovery today when working with vellum. Adhering vellum is tricky because it's see-through. They've got a lot of different products on the market for like vellum runners and things that are supposed to be clear, but I can always see the glue when I'm using them. So today I tried some glue dots here. These are mini glue dots. And I don't know if it's the flower that I worked with today or what. I don't know, or if it's because I colored the vellum with that embellishment mousse, but the glue dots, I couldn't see through them at all, like at all. And they're super strong. You can see my vellum kept warping up there, curling up, but the glue is A, really strong, and B, I can't see it. It was unbelievable. So I went ahead and used it on the leaves as well. Now again, I don't know if it's because I colored the vellum with that mousse, if that's why I couldn't see through it or what, but it was like amazing. I was holding it up in the light and everything. I could not see through it. So definitely a fan of these glue dots. It just worked for me, you know what I'm saying? I had a plan too. I strategically put the glue dots on that background to where if I could see through it, I was going to cover it up with some sequins or something. So there was a plan in my mind if I could see the glue, because I've been so let down before in trying to find ways to adhere that vellum. But this seemed to work for me very well. I'm going to adhere this panel here down to a top folding green card base. And I'm not even going to put a sentiment on this card. Not yet, anyway. I'm going to wait until I have a need for a card, and then I'll add the sentiment then. I am going to add a couple of dots of this glitter drop it's White Blizzard glitter drops from Nuvo. I'm not covering up any glue, I promise. I just thought a little bit of added glitter drops here would add and tie in nicely to the floral design here. And that's going to complete this card. So I hope a couple of these tips will help you in working with vellum. It certainly helped me for today's projects. And if it works for you, let me know. I sure hope it does. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will catch you next time for my next video. Bye.